The Bible says, "Fill your hungry soul with what's good." When we eat, we share, we grow. Every meal is a chance to be fed and to feed someone else. Life is like cooking. When it works, it doesn't matter if the process is fancy or simple. Good food and a life well lived comes down to how much heart you put in. It's January, and everyone is talking about resolutions. And I want to issue a challenge to you guys. If you're thinking about going on a diet or changing anything that you're eating, I want to give you some food for thought, pun intended. What I want you to do is, throughout this month, we are doing a series of 4 entree dishes. But what I want you to try is I want you to try to go meatless once a week during the month of January. And if you're already going meatless, like Meatless Mondays, and that's something that you've already incorporated into your family's mealtime, I want you to try to add another day. Try Meatless Wednesdays or Meatless Fridays. It doesn't really matter what day of the week that you're doing it. Add another one. And if you're already doing the meat-free, try vegan once a week. Try to make these different for yourself. Extend yourself. Try to reach a little bit outside of yourself. Try something different, because you never know, you really may like it. These are really simple, end-of-the-day recipes that anybody can do. And I really want to see what you guys have produced. And you don't have to follow my recipes for this. You can do any kind of recipes that you want. But if you do my recipes, all 4, I would love to see what you're coming up with. I would love to see pictures. I would love to see video of you making it. I want to see everybody doing this. So that's your challenge for this month of January. Just stretch yourself just a little bit. Not too much, not too big, just one meal every week, and that's all I'm asking. Give it a shot. To that, we're going to add our onions. And the garlic. To this, we're going to deglaze the pan with some beer. And if you don't want to use beer, you can always use a little bit of vegetable stock or anything like that that you have. You can even use water. Our crushed tomatoes go in. The tomato juice. Our sugar. And the bouillon. Tomatoes are something that we use in our house all the time, and I bet you use them in your house for dinner and for lunches all the time too. Tomatoes have all of these seeds in them, and a lot of times you have to get them out. But you would never guess what a tomato would look like by just simply looking at the seed. The seed that we plant in the soil, what grows out of it doesn't look anything like what the actual fruit looks like. Even the plant looks different from what the fruit actually is. And so I think the lesson here is that we shouldn't judge by appearances. What may look like something to begin with could have the potential inside of it of being something so extraordinary and something that we could never even dream about. In your day-to-day life, if you're coming up against something that's happening that may seem different from what you thought it was going to be, or harder than you thought it was going to be, or even easier than you thought it was going to be, let the process go. Let the seed come to fruition. Let it grow through the process. Let you grow through the process. And not only that, but let other people do the same thing. Don't judge by appearances. Let people go through their process. And if you do that, you're going to be so much happier, because You never know what the outcome is going to be. You never know what the fruit is going to be on the other side. You don't know what that seed of goodness or prayer is going to bring for you. Let it be what it's going to be, and let everybody grow in their own time. So after it's been simmering for about 20 minutes or so, I always like to bring my stick blender and give it a little bit of a blending. It just makes it smooth. This is not a necessary step, but if you did want it smooth, you could put it in your blender, or you can just skip this step altogether. Doesn't really matter. So to this, we want to add our heavy cream. Then we're going to add our parsley and our basil. We like to serve this soup with a grilled cheese sandwich. I know that that's pretty traditional, but you know, there's some really great vegan cheese out there if you want to do this. And if you want to make the soup vegan, just don't add the heavy cream at the end. There's all kinds of non-dairy creamers that you can put in, and some really awesome stuff that they have on the market. You can also just leave it as is and not add any creamer at all, and it's still really, really delicious. Thanks for watching. You can find the full recipe in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.